Hi, welcome back to my channel. How are you? My name is Ashley if you're new, and if you're a returning subscriber, hey, what's up? In this video, I'll be doing a story time about how my last roommate stole my account information to pay a bill after I moved out. Let's get right into this video. So, if you're new to my channel, I do lifestyle, basically about my life. Healthy, fitness, anything that you would like, details. Most likely it's just stuff that I do on a regular basis that anyone is just interested in. So about this story, so I was living in a studio by myself, and my family member decided like, oh, you know, I'm living in a shelter and I need someone's salary in order to get an apartment for myself. So I'm like, okay, I can help her. She was like, you know, if you can help me, I can let you live there for free for a year. You don't have to pay. At first I was like, I really don't want to do that because like that sounds real sketchy. Of course, she got like whatever from the state. They were able to pay her rent for the full year, and they had to use my salary because I was getting paid way more than her at the time. Before I even signed the lease, I really didn't want to move in. I was like, you know, I really like my own space. I don't really like living with people, like barely. Like I love my own space. So I moved in and we had to split bills, and she's trying to put like a light bill in my name, gas bill. I'm like, hell fucking no. Like I'm not doing that. So she had to put all of that in her name because I didn't move right away, and she needed her lights on, she needed her gas on, so she had to put that in her name. So I moved in about like August of 2018. Was it 2018? It was 2018. Moved in August of 2018. When I moved in, the room that she gave me was extremely small, which was fine, whatever. I was not planning on staying there the whole time. So 4 months in, she loses her job, and she never told me until like a month later because I'm like, okay. So she decides to go on vacation, and she's been gone for 2 weeks, and she texts me. She's like, I want to talk to you like when we get back about like the house situation. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. We could talk about that. Around that time, I'm already looking for places to live, and I'm helping my friend look for apartments to move to also. So she asked to use my laptop, and she see that I'm looking for apartments for my friend that was moving at the time. And she's text me, oh, so you trying to move? You trying to dip out on us and not say nothing? I said, first off, I'm looking for an apartment for someone else, and that is my laptop. That is none of your fucking business. She's like, oh, like you can't do no fuck shit like that. Like that doesn't work. So I'm like, whatever, I'm gonna ignore her. So every day she keeps asking me to use my laptop, and on my laptop I have personal information because it's my freaking laptop, and usually no one uses it. So I'm not really thinking of anything of it. So while she's, fired, she has her friends coming over, spending the day. They got the lights on, everything. And then when the light bill comes, the light bill's like $200, almost $300. And she's asking me to split that. So I'm like, I'm barely home. I'm always at work. I'm never here. Why am I splitting a light bill of $100 and something and a gas bill of $100 and something? So I'm spending $200 and something on utilities that I'm barely home for. Like that doesn't make any sense to me. So I'm already pissed. One day I come home from work, and I see one of her friend's slippers in my room. So I'm like, okay. So I look in my closet, and they're in there trying on my sneakers. They have on all my shoes. They in there just searching up my stuff. So now I feel like it's an invasion of my privacy. I understand we're roommates, but I feel like as a roommate, you need your space. There's no reason why you should be in my room. What are you looking for? And if you need anything, why don't you contact me and let me know exactly what you need? No one said anything. So the next day, I bought a lock for my door, a key, and I locked the door. Why? I went to the store, came back, I went to Target. I'm like, I'm gonna lock my door or whatever, because I don't want nobody in my room. I don't want nobody touching my stuff. So I come home, and she took the lock off my door. I am going to insert a picture here because she literally took the lock off my door. And I'm like, she wants me to fight her. And I'm in that space in my life, like, if I fight you, I might just, like, do something that I'm not supposed to do, and then I'm going to jail. I remained calm and collective. She was like, oh, we need to talk or whatever. Like, if you don't sign this lease that I'm giving you, then you have to leave. I said, I'm leaving. How dare you take the lock off of my door? I'm not your daughter. You're not my mom. You're not my dad. So she started cursing and try to like push and fight me. And I'm like a little bit taller than her, way bigger than her. And I'm just looking at her like, this girl is testing me. She's freaking crazy. So I held my composure because I wanted to be grown. I'm there. I find this apartment that I'm currently in. That's why it was like such a relief to find this apartment. Found this apartment and I went back and she was like, oh, so you're not going to pay this light bill or this gas bill? So I'm looking at her and I'm like, I'm not paying shit. The fuck? I'm not paying anything. Like, why would I pay something that I did not use? Granted, I was there, but like, I'm barely home. I come home at 7 o'clock at night and I'm going right to sleep. Technically, I didn't use no utilities. The internet was in my name. So one day when I went to work, I just disconnected the internet. Like, no one could use the internet. So she was like, oh, you disconnected the internet? Oh, you want some real shit? It's on for you. So I was like, okay. Like, I don't care. So then she sends me a long text that day. She was like, as your landlord, you need to paint back the room white and you need to return all keys, blah blah blah. So I'm like, whatever. Like, I'm not painting a room. I'm not paying no light bill. I'm not paying no gas bill. Like, you're not about to, like, you already pissed me off. I took the lock off my door. So after she took the lock off my door, you know, I'm texting my friends in a group chat telling them she's like cursing me out and stuff on social media, cursing me out on and through text messages, sending me voice notes. I'm not gonna play that because I don't want y'all to know exactly who this person is, but she was a fucking bitch. Like, I hate it. Like, that's my god sister and we've been around each other since we were literally 3 years old. And this is why I do not recommend you living with someone, because you never know the person until you live with them. Day I moved out, I packed all my stuff and I moved out. I never looked back. I never even like thought anything of it. So 2 weeks into my new apartment, I get an email from Capital One saying that your withdrawal was unsuccessful. And I looked at the amount and it says $250. I'm like, unsuccessful? I'm like, what? So I called Capital One. I'm like, I said, can you tell me what charged my account? Because I'm not really sure what charged it. They was like, oh, it was National Grid charging your account. I said, National Grid? I don't have a bill yet. So then I thought about it. I'm like, oh, so she stole my account information off my laptop. She stole a couple of videos. She tried to steal my social security number. She stole my banking information so she can try to steal money from me to pay the bill because I said I wasn't going to pay it. So this time I'm already pissed off because I wrote her on Instagram because she had my number blocked. I said, bitch, don't you try to pay nothing with my motherfucking account. So I went to the precinct and I filed a police report. They did nothing about that because she's already a felon and they did nothing about it. They freaking just ignored it. I got the paper notarized and everything. They didn't do anything about it. I'm like, she needs to go to jail. So then her mom texts me and she's like, oh, you know, how does your boss feel that you're out here posting up and talking bad about my daughter because this and that, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, your daughter stole my account information. Like, it's no turning back from that. Like, I left there cordial and you try to steal my money? How dare you try to steal my hard-earned money? Are you fucking serious? After I helped you get that apartment, I looked up that apartment for you and you try to steal my money? Disrespectful. I didn't respond back to her mom. My little sister responded to her. I didn't respond to her. I blocked her, did a police report. They didn't do anything about it. I was like, you know what? I am going to block this bitch. After that, I had to change all my account information. I had to block my social security number because I didn't want anyone to file for anything under my name and mess up my credit. My credit is already, I'm still trying to fix my credit, and it's just a terrible situation. Yeah, that's just the story of my roommate trying to steal my credit card, my account information. To anybody that lives with a roommate, I advise you not to live with friends. Like, you never know who they are when you live with them, and a lot of people fall out when they live with friends or family, and that's just not my thing. I'd rather you just get a studio and just live in a studio by yourself, because living with a roommate is just like not it. Unless it's somebody that you really, really mess with and they don't interfere with your personal space. And I hate when people interfere with my personal space. I'm a Scorpio and I like to be by myself and in my personal space. So when you start doing shit to fuck with my space, that's when I'm pissed off. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.